Welcome to Q&A, Social Security Disability Today. This program is brought to you by the Reeves Law Firm, representing you and your Social Security and disability needs. If you have a problem or questions regarding Social Security and disability, call attorney Anthony Reeves. Is your host, attorney Anthony Reeves.
Medications. Why does Social Security need to know about the medications that you're taking? Because the medications, and I've talked about this. I know some of you have seen the videos because I've gotten a lot of comments about what your medications say about you. And I'm going to reiterate this. I think it's been a couple of years since I did that video, but let me reiterate it again. The medications you take are an indication of the severity of your condition. Now, listen carefully when I say this so that you don't lose your mind and fall and bump your head. Medications alone do not substantiate how severe your condition is. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that it's an indication. Keep in mind this. Let's say you're in a lot of pain. Trust me when I tell you, I'm going to look at a person who's taking Percocet, hydrocodone, and morphine sulfate a little bit more significantly and asking other questions than somebody who's taking Tylenol or Aleve over the counter. Now, does that mean that because somebody's taking hydrocodone and Percocet that they're automatically more severe than somebody who's over the counter? Not necessarily, because I don't know all the circumstances. Maybe the person who's taking Aleve should be taking hydrocodone, but they don't have a doctor who's treating them, or basically they can't afford to pay for it. Or maybe the person who's taking hydrocodone doesn't need to take it because their condition's not that bad, but because they're in a drug-seeking behavior, they're taking more than what they should. I'm telling you this to say this. For all the conditions and things that you have, invariably almost all of them require some type of medications to be taken. And those medications are typically categorized based on level of severity. Like some may be utilized for, mild pain, some for moderate pain, some for severe pain. The key thing for Social Security is they want to know one or two things. Who's taking, are you taking medication? Who's prescribing it? Because the two things will tell them two things. Well, the medication, what you're taking will tell them the severity. Who's prescribing it to you will let them know who's following the treatment regimen that you're taking. So I know that's a whole lot of gobbledygook, but just remember this. Social Security needs to know about your medications because invariably almost every medical condition typically requires some level of medication to manage it and to help you feel better with your condition. The level of medication that you're taking will not only tell Social Security about the level of severity of your condition, but it will also be utilized in the course of reviewing all of your other evidence. And remember, it's not just the medication alone they look at. They look at everything to determine whether or not your condition is improving enough to warrant you being able to go back to work.